Welcome to another fantastic episode of Small Business Celebration Meat and Potatoes, the show where we do a deep dive, get into the nitty-gritties on one particular subject with our guests. But we can't do this without our presenting sponsor from Oliver and Associates. At Oliver and Associates Real Estate, we know that buying or selling a home isn't just a transaction, but a life moment. That's why we're committed to building relationships that last. They take the time to completely understand your needs, your dreams, your stories, so they can find you not just a house, but a home. Give Oliver Associates a call at 661-808-3444 or reach them out at realtor.us today. Now, Visioneers, we can't do this without Modern Gigi because we need a home to be able to do this here at Modern Gigi Art Gallery. Today's Meat and Potatoes episode location is brought to you by Modern Gigi Gallery, an ultra-modern art gallery located in downtown Bakersfield, featuring the artworks of modern abstract artist Johnny Ramos. Whether you're looking for artwork for your office, your home, or a postcard you can send as a thank you note, go to Modern Gigi Gallery located at 900 18th Street in Bakersfield, or give them a call at 661-840-8729 or email them at art@moderngigi.com today. And this week here on Small Business Celebration Meat and Potatoes is Xavier Canez. Welcome to Small Business Celebration Meat and Potatoes.
Glad to be back.
Now, you were on episode 341 where we talked about connections clients crave. But for Visioneers who don't know who you are you and what is it that you do?
My name is Xavier Canez. I am the owner of 2X Communications / 2X Broadband, and I am the partner and CEO of Torq MSP, which is a local IT company that focuses on IT support, artificial intelligence, digital marketing, and much more.
Very serious stuff. But your episode was fantastic because we got to go through and talk about a lot of deep things. But not all the news was positive. I have social media and YouTube feedback right here in my hot little hand. Are you ready for some feedback on your episode?
I love critique.
So one of the things that we talked about on this episode, and this was fantastic because you've got a network of friends.
Yep.
And you go through, and when your friends are off on different kinds of things, you give each other a call and say, hey, you need to be here right now.
Absolutely.
How does that work?
A group of guys got together and we said, listen, we can go out and we can attack kind of the business world to grow our companies individually, or we can help each other. Because in the end, as a team, you can all do better together.
And why has this been so successful for you?
Because a lot of business in technology, finance, real estate, those types of, those industries, they require a lot of trust. And so when you bring in a trusted person, right, it's like a very warm welcome, right? A warm lead versus just somebody you met.
Right. A warm handshake is better than a cold call every day.
Every single day.
And this has benefited you personally because...
Yes. One, I'm a pretty social guy.
Right.
So
I would have never guessed.
I would have never guessed, right? So I like to go to a lot of events and I like to meet a lot of people, and Bakersfield's a very tight-knit community, right? So you're not just going there to get business, you're going there to hang out with your friends.
Right.
So this type of connection with my close references is allowed us to really just get closer and break into circles that we weren't previously a part of.
Nice. And you've used this to be able to grow your business from what size was it before?
Torq started brand new, and now we're up to 9 people in roughly 11 months. And sales volume of? So we are on trajectory for year 1 to break about 1.2 million, and a run rate of year 2 about 1.7 at this time, not without adding any net new.
All because you have established this network of people, and you're basically going through and trading each other leads and saying, no, there's this event going on, you got to be here.
Well, part of it's trading the leads, but the real part of it is, one, I want to help my friends grow.
Right.
And in turn, they give back, right? BNI says it best, givers gain.
Right.
Right, and it's a real thing. And so if you do it the right way, and you do it with, with a genuine approach, and you have trusted advisors that are with you in different areas, it's like your own networking group, but with guys you like to hang out with.
Now, Drone86 disagrees with you.
All right, Jerome.
He says the only reason you invite your friends to other mixers so that you can show how important you are to everybody else in the room.
That's why I go.
That was like a dagger in the back, you know.
But but this is one of those kind of things where this is a naysayer that that just hasn't done it before, hasn't done it well. What do you think?
I think there's a lot of pieces that go into it, right? Some of it may be that connection and relationship and building rapport are not something everybody does well.
Right.
Right?
Right.
The first night we met and we hung out and we were talking.
Right.
What was my feedback to Charles? I said, this is one of the nicest people I've ever met. And I said, I really enjoyed our time together.
Thank you.
Right? Because you're good at building rapport.
Right.
Some people don't get that.
But when you go to an event and you've brought somebody, you've said, oh, hey, Charles, you need to come join me at this kind of thing. Is this showing off to everybody else in the room saying, hey, look, I know Charles and Charles knows me and now I'm somebody?
I wouldn't say that because we're all there for a purpose. Typically, if it's not really, when we talk about mixers, I kind of stay away from those.
Right.
Right. We're talking about charitable functions. We're talking about business networking events.
Right.
And it's like you come in and you're like, hey, do you know that guy?
Right.
You know him over there? I'm like, of course I do. They're like, introduce me. So then, right, it gives you opportunities to meet people you don't know, and then you kind of do a back and forth, collect some business cards, set some follow-up mandates.
Right. To this person's comment here, though, have you ever intentionally pulled one of your friends or contacts into one of these events simply because you knew that the other people in the room would say, that's somebody I want to meet?
I don't think I have any friends that cool. And I'm definitely not that cool, so.
Well, one of the other things that we talked about, and this is where we really want to get in the meat and potatoes on this, is digging deep into solving problems. Because one of the things that we talked about on your episode is your ability to go through and you're talking to a prospect, you're talking to a client, and they've got a problem that they're trying to solve. But you're playing detective.
Yep.
And you're figuring out the missing piece, as it were. And walk through that process, because we've gotten a lot of feedback of people that want more details, more specifics. How do you go through and find the problem in a person's system so you can help that customer?
That's a really good question. And it's something I've done for years. But ultimately, when I broke it down, I said, okay, well, how exactly do I do it? How would I train somebody to do it like me? The idea is even in conversations when I'm negotiating with my CPA, like my personal things, I set meetings and I say, okay, here's the objective and here's the outcome that I'd like to see. Right? So then there's my CPA or my financial advisor, right? They come in knowing this is what I'm looking for.
Right.
And I found those are the most effective meetings for me. So when I work with businesses, one of the reasons I ask is, why am I here? What are we trying to solve? What does the future look like for you?
Right.
I don't need you to design the system for me.
That's true. But one of the things about this is you've got this client for 5 years. And you've been doing their IT forever and ever and ever. You've been helping them with their marketing. But something isn't clicking. Something isn't happening right. Whether it's in their system, the sales process, whatever it is. How do you go through and allow the customer to describe the problem while you listen and go, that's the problem? How do you do that?
I ask questions. Here's a great example. So recently, we're working with a trucking company that uses tri-carbon copy sheets.
Still?
Still.
Wow.
Right? So every load they deliver, they use this. So I asked the controller, I go, do you ever miss stuff? Do you ever miss loads or get bad invoices? She's like, all the time. How much do those things cost? She's like, we think we spend probably $25,000 a year on them. I was like, well, that's a lot of money. We could build you a web app for less than that. And you could do it and it'll input into the database immediately. Right? So that's how you find the gap. How do you leverage your technology so that you can go to market faster?
Ready for another quip from social media? All right.
I hope this one's a good one.
Okay. So one of the things that Xavier talked about in his episode is artificial intelligence, because at Torq MSP they're doing a ton of AI stuff. And and I totally understand this person's sentiment, because it's totally, I get it. Extinct 16, I can't make this up. Businesses want AI so they can fire employees or reduce the amount of workforce to do as little as they can get away with. Do you think this is something that business owners intentionally are doing, or is this a byproduct, or what do you think?
I think there's multiple pieces there. That's true. I think maybe there's some business owners that do have that intention. Obviously, you've seen fast food places go to kiosks and AI driven order takers, but somebody still has to make the food,
right,
and someone still has to program the kiosk, right? So then there's the other piece of it where there's fear, because a lot of it is unknown, right? When they used to chop trees down, they used to use axes, and then they got a chainsaw, and then they got the big machines that cut. Who still runs them? A person. I get it. I get the fear, but I don't think that's the case. If I could use AI without having to scale, and my employees can be more efficient, that would drive profits. But it creates just another market of people, like for us.
Now comes the biggest, most difficult, most challenging thing you're going to experience tonight, other than off script with Tamala. And that's the fortune cookie game.
Oh boy.
Now, the way the fortune cookie game works is I have a sealed fortune cookie here in my hand. I have no idea what the fortune cookie inside of it is, but more importantly, neither does our guest. And our guest has to take this fortune cookie, unseal it, break it open, and read the fortune and add "in my business" at the end of it. Now, let's see if he can go ahead and open it up and reveal its contents. And the answer, and his fortune is?
I like this.
Okay.
Success is within reach. Allow yourself time.
Success is in reach. Allow yourself time.
In my business.
How so?
One, you can't grow too fast. You can't outpace your customer service, right? There's one thing about sales, and I've always kind of been of the mindset that sales solve all problems, but sometimes it gets you in trouble.
Too many sales, not enough revenue?
Too many sales, not enough revenue to be able to handle the workload, and not being able to scale quick enough.
Right.
So you got to find that balance. Where does my cash flow need to be? How do I build my revenues? And then how do I scale my staff to ensure that I'm not making potholes as I'm paving new road?
Nice, that's brilliant. Well done, you got it right. And now it's time for the most high EQ person I know. How do I know this? Well, because every cat I know comes up to greet her first. It's Off Script with Tamala.
Off Script with Tamala is sponsored by Cazador Consulting. Need elite talent to grow your team? Cazador Consulting Group in Bakersfield is your go-to partner in staffing and direct hires. They don't just fill jobs, they build lasting partnerships by listening to your needs and developing top-tier customer services. At Cazador, mutual success isn't a goal, it's the standard. This is more than staffing, it's building your team so you can build your business. Visit CazadorConsultingGroup.com or call 877-800-4622. That's CazadorConsultingGroup.com or call 877-800-4622. And let's build your future together. Thanks for joining me.
Glad to be here, Tamala.
I have some questions for you. Do you have any 2-minute fix-it stories? Like this, oh, I'm having this trouble, can you help me? And you walk in and it's like 2 minutes and it's fixed.
Yes. Usually, anytime you call IT staff and we walk in, it's fixed. And you know what the first thing everybody always says?
Yes, I already turned it off and on.
No.
What?
Of course!
You got it right!
Of course! No, of course it would work now that you're here.
Oh, right?
Sure.
Like a girl driving her car to the motor shop and it doesn't
stops
make
making
that
the noise.
Right. Okay, So just being in the building and it's fixed.
It's the aura, it's the presence.
Aura. Okay. Well, do you have a secret tech hack that you wish everyone knew? Other than turn it off and turn it back on?
A secret tech hack. Reboot. I know it sounds silly, but there's no real secret to tech hacks. Typically it's user error. Just kidding, guys. It's not user error.
It is user error.
It's user error.
Okay. If you could install a camera system in any time in history, so you can watch an event unfold,
yep,
where would it be?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I think if I could any event, anything, I would probably want to capture how the pyramids were actually built.
Ooh, yeah.
Like so much speculation. I think it'd be interesting to see how it actually was done.
Yeah, that's good. I would love to see that.
Right?
I want to watch it when you're done. Okay, let's go do that. Okay. Do you have any favorite geeky gadgets that make you smile every time you use it?
Yes, I do. My Ray-Ban Meta glasses that I can record with.
Okay.
I can get news with.
Wow.
I can Google things.
He's accosted me with them before at the family reunion.
Oh yeah, I did. I did. I had them on.
You did?
I did.
Missed it. I missed it.
I have some video and pictures from there.
Yep.
All right. What's more satisfying, setting up something new or fixing something that other people have given up on?
Well, setting up new is pretty simple, right?
Is it satisfying?
Setting up net new is not necessarily satisfying.
Okay.
But taking like a site that has been so mismanaged and disorganized and watching the owner or general manager or whoever's face just be like, how the heck did you guys do that? That's where you're like, I'm good at what I do.
Yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So like it's like building a new home versus renovating one.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, those are my hard questions. Oh, were they hard?
I feel like this is gonna get
Now
weird.
we're gonna do the more hard thing. Ready?
Okay.
Okay, spin that wheel. We're gonna play some games to get to know Xavier better.
Mo better?
Mo better. What is it? What game is it?
It's this and that.
This and that. Okay. So I'm gonna read you 10-ish things, 5-ish things. And you're gonna just pick one or the other real fast. Rapid, okay? Passwords or secret handshakes?
Secret handshakes.
Netflix or Hulu?
Netflix.
Ebooks or physical books?
Ebooks.
Really?
It just takes up too much
You're
space.
allowed. You're allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Star Trek or Star Wars?
Trek.
Yes. Book or movie?
Ooh. I'm a big fan of the cinema.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go movie.
Yeah. We just went and saw what was that?
Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey. Really good. Marvel or DC?
Ooh.
Or both. You could do both.
I like both.
Both.
Yeah. They're both winners.
Nice. Spin that wheel. What do we got?
2 truths and a lie.
2 truths and a lie. Okay. I'm going to go first.
Okay.
All right. I have jumped out of a perfectly good airplane. I have sailboarded in Australia. I have climbed the pyramids in Giza.
Oh.
Which one am I lying about?
Giza.
You're right. Now your turn.
I've jumped out of a plane over 500 times.
Wow. Okay, because your military background, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've cliff dived in Japan.
Okay.
And I helped pull people out of New Orleans during Hurricane Katrina.
I don't think you cliff dived in Japan.
I didn't cliff dive in Japan. Sounded good though.
I did good. Okay, and go.
Spin the wheel.
Very good of you for helping Hurricane Katrina, though. Okay.
Dessert or desert island?
Oh, desert
Yeah.
desert island.
I kind of like desert island
Right?
myself.
Yeah.
Desert island.
Tell me 3 things that you would take on a deserted island.
Water. Knife. Tent.
A tent. No one said that yet. Spin that wheel.
All right.
Spin that wheel.
Food, safety, shelter.
Yeah. No, it's smart.
Here we go. Or water safety shelter?
Another 2 truths and a lie.
Oh boy.
I have been on Broadway. I have worked backstage for Cats, which is a Broadway show. I have skateboarded.
Oh boy. I know you were in theater. Cats, Broadway, that could be both truths. Skateboarded.
I can skateboard.
Can you?
Yeah. I have not worked on Broadway. I've never been to New York. Now you, two truths and a lie.
Two truths and a lie. Okay. I've started 5 companies that have made over $1 million in revenue. I have a master's in business marketing.
Okay.
And what's a good one? What's going to throw you off?
What's going to throw me off?
I've been to 31 countries.
Oh gosh, those are all good because...
They all seem like they're all truths, huh?
Yeah, I think that you have not actually been to 31 countries. I do know you have a business degree.
I've started 4 companies.
Ah, drat!
It's all on the technicalities.
Dang it.
All right, spinner again.
Here we go.
See what she gets. Wild card.
Wild card.
Oh boy.
Okay, let's see.
I feel like this is going to be fun.
All right. I never thought... Finish the sentence.
Okay.
Okay. I never thought I'd become best friends with a garden gnome, but...
His name is Charles Sears.
Is there, you guys keep saying Charles. Is there a Charles person?
Explain to Visioneer Nation who Charles Sears is.
So Charles Sears is one of my best friends. He's a brother. In 2020, right before COVID hit, we started a company called Inspire Digital, which was the marketing side that ended up becoming the marketing arm for Torq. So Charles is also a partner in Torq MSP, and he's one of my best friends. He's an Army veteran. He was a sheriff. He's just an amazingly smart dude.
And a former guest on Small Business Celebration, the main show.
I was convinced my toothbrush had a secret life when Charles Sears came on. No, just kidding. Were you gonna say?
Oh my god! I was convinced
That your toothbrush had a secret life when...
Oh! I was convinced when my toothbrush had a secret life when it changed from white to blue.
Your wife did that.
My wife did that.
All right, spin the wheel.
What is it?
What is it? Dun, 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 dun.
This is the cloche.
Okay.
What's under the cloche? Lift the cloche and tell me what it is. If you don't know what it is, well, I'm going to tell you anyways. Oh, careful.
This looks like it is a screwdriver.
A screwdriver. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to tell you what it is.
Or?
I
don't know. For the people at home.
What? Yeah. Okay. This is a vintage hand crank or egg beater drill. First developed in the 1850s and widely used before electric drills became common. Its geared crank design allowed craftsmen to bore precise holes in wood, leather, and light metal, making it a staple tool for carpenters, woodworkers, and general household repairs. Well, thank you for coming and playing games with me. It was so much fun, and we got to know you better. And can you please tell all the Visioneers where they can find you and how to get hold of you?
You can reach us at www.torqmsp.com. Our phone number is 661-369-7000. Or you can email me directly at xavier@torqmsp.com, and I look forward to chatting with you. Tamala, Michael, thanks for having me on Meat Potatoes.
Yay! If you enjoyed this episode, please join us for our main show. Xavier, would you please tell us what our next show is about?
Next show will be with Tim Austin from Higgins Auto Parts. How to win big in a cutthroat market, from staff to owner. The training secrets nobody tells you about. Remember to like, subscribe, click the bell, and leave a comment.
And we'll see you next week.
I got the attention of a Fortune 100 president. I was 28 years old. I was in a very nice suit with Converse, a V-neck t-shirt, but I had a really nice watch on. And he said, "Who is this guy?" I didn't take myself too seriously, but I showed him good respect, and he realized that I was a normal dude, and he asked me, "Who am I?" And I told him who I was, and he said, "You're a solutions provider." I go and I solved some problems for him, and I ended up selling a massive infrastructure deal to Legoland across the entire globe. It was roughly a $40 million deal. The reason that big tech companies are talking about AI and how it can work for you as a business is when it comes to our biggest challenge, it is productivity and efficiency. And what AI does is it can create a whole new process, system, and organize everything that you do. And it's not about getting rid of your workforce. It's about leveraging your workforce so that they can be more productive and solve problems quicker. How you pitch the president of a Fortune 100 company? When I was a channel manager for CenturyLink, now called Lumen, I pitched many presidents, J. Crew, Merlin Entertainment, Legoland, Frederick Hollywood. The first thing I pitched them was, what is the problem you're trying to solve? Where are you trying to go? And what are the objectives? And I figured out what mattered to them the most. Then I could design a solution that would get them there. So if you don't understand the problem, you cannot provide the solution. The one thing about technology that nobody ever tells you is, if you reboot your computer, usually it'll get fixed. Kind of like when you're in a bad mood and you take a nap. It's a reboot. When it comes to marketing, I have a partner who's an expert in the mind, and he studies why people have buying patterns. You've been doing marketing all wrong because what you're doing is you're selling your solutions and you're not solving problems.